Hello everyone. So this is group 17. So as our DIY project, we have chosen the topic autonomous traffic signal controlled vehicle, and these are the group members. So our project proposal goes as follows. So firstly we decided the topic, and then we decided uh, what to include in the topic. So the basic feature of our proposal is that uh, any vehicle whenever senses the traffic signal as red, so it will come to stop, and whenever it senses the traffic signal as green, so it will start to move. So this is as simple as that. So what is the objective of our project? So basically, according to WHO newsroom, approximately 1.35 million people lose their lives due to road accidents, and these road accidents are mainly because of unnecessarily avoiding the traffic signals and not following the traffic rules. So what are the advantages that we can clearly see from this? That it will definitely reduce manpower employed in the traffic control and regulation, and it will also reduce the number of road accidents caused due to improper traffic control and regulation. So let's move forward. So uh, the project idea was given by Shivam Kumar, and the task distribution is given as follows. So we have also made some hardware in our project. So the major components used till now are motor, tire, caster wheels, breadboard, and Arduino. Plus, we are using some different sensors that I will tell you later. So here are some assembly images. S- uh, Here are some more. So that was for week 1, and for week 2, what we decided that we will do the major circuit connections, and we will also do one Tinkercad simulation, and we will also include photoelectric sensors at appropriate position. So as we didn't found the appropriate sensor in Tinkercad, so what we have done is we took a general sensor and performed the basic stuff. So let's see. So here is the simulation. So firstly, let me show you what is there in this. So basically, these are some connections, basic connections. So here is a motor and here is a PIR sensor. So what a PIR sensor does is it senses a motion around it. So let's say whenever an object is moving in front of it, so the motor starts spinning. So what is our aim? We need to replace the sensor by some color sensors, and we need to sense different colors of light. So for example, if it senses green, so the motor will start running, and whenever it senses red, the motor will stop. So that is our basic idea, and if you want to see the code, so here it is. So this is what we are planning to do. Just we need a appropriate sensor. So let us move forward. So what is our methodology so far? So we have different proposals and different ideas, so as to what we can do in our project. So first one is that we can use color sensors, that is TCS 3200. We can also use photoresistors. Basically we can use 3 photoresistors for each of the color, and as suggested by our teacher, we can also use an AI based camera to detect various colors. We can not only detect colors, we can also detect pedestrians and other road symbols. And lastly, we can use MU vision sensor to detect various traffic signals. So firstly, let's see how we can use the light sensor or the color sensor. So what are color sensors? So color sensors provide more reliable solutions to the complex automation challenges. They are used in various industries, including the food and beverage, automotive and manufacturing industries. So we can use color sensors in various fields. As for sensing different objects, we can sense different colors, and from there we can recognize what is that object. So here is the overview of the color sensor. So this is how the color sensor is operated. So the TCS 230 detects color with the help of an 8 by 8 array of photodiodes, of which 16 photodiodes have red filters, 16 photodiodes have green filters, and rest have blue filters. And there are some filters which are clear. So if we look closely at the center, we can actually see these filters. So here are these filters, as you can see. So each 16 photodiodes are connected in parallel. So using two control planes, S2 and S3, you can choose which of them to read. So for example, if you want to detect only red color, you can select 16 red filtered photodiodes and so on. So here is the table showing how we can sense different colors. So here is the overview of the sensor and different pins. And here is the circuit connections. So what is there to notice that none of the pins on the Arduino are critical because the module does not require any pin specific feature. So if you want to use different pins, you can do so. Just be sure to change the pin numbers in the code to reflect any changes to the wiring. So here is the code, and thank you.
Hello everyone, welcome to DIY group project of group 17, Autonomous Traffic Signal Controlled Vehicle. So our task was divided into three phases. In phase 1 we developed and researched the idea, and in phase 2 of our project we came up with the code, though few sensors were unavailable with us, and then we have completed the circuits with the components which were available to this. So these are the assembly images which we have completed. So now the idea for the phase 3 or the final phase was to come up and research about the various extensions for this project, so and linking the project to the artificial intelligence and machine learning. So let me reach to the current phase presentation. So at the current level of developments in artificial intelligence and machine learning, we are moving very fast towards automation. So we have kept in mind, during our phase 3 we have kept in mind the automation part, and hence we have developed the following ideas which could be an additional feature in self-driving cars and if implemented properly. The upcoming work for this week are just ideas, and since we are ideas and research work, and since we do not have adequate knowledge of machine learning and artificial intelligence, so hence we have not given any codes, and once we gain the sufficient knowledge about machine learning and artificial intelligence, we would like to continue this project and add various different features using artificial intelligence to this vehicle. So this week we have researched on ways to control Arduino using a camera and using a Vision MU sensor. We have not written the code since the codes are very complex and require adequate knowledge of image processing and machine learning algorithms. We have also researched on calculation of time of approach between any two vehicles by image processing, so as to make our vehicle less prone to accidents and avoid accidents which take place on road daily. So for power consumption related issues, we have come up with an automatic power controller using a servo motor and controlling the power supply from getting the input from the DC motor. So if the DC motor is running, then we have turned the servo motor to 0-degree angle so as to continue the power supply, and once the DC motors comes to rest, then we will rotate the servo motor by 90-degree and hence stop the power supply. So now Menka will be explaining the use of camera in the project, and the rest of the presentation will be taken over. Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is Menka Raj Todawat and I am continuing with the week 3 presentation. So here we will explain the method 2, that is the use of a camera. Arduino can be controlled using the outputs receiving from a camera. The Arduino will be trained to respond according to the inputs receiving from the camera. We will be using OV7670 Arduino camera module for the testing purpose, but since the camera has limited specifications, hence in the real projects, the camera should be replaced by a high-tech AI-based camera. So here we can see this is the OV7670 Arduino camera. This image sensor module is a low-cost image sensor DSP that can operate at the maximum of 30 fps and 640 into 480 resolutions. The captured image can be pre-processed by the DSP before sending it out. The pre-processing can be configured via the serial camera control bus. Here we can see the Here we can see the circuit connections of this sensor. The circuit connections D0, D1, D2, D3 of OV7670 is connected to the A0, A1, A2, A3 analog input part of Arduino Uno. The PWDN is connected to the ground of Arduino Uno and reset connected to 3.3 volt power. We use four external registers that are 10k ohm, 10k ohm, 4.7 ohm, and 4.7 ohm for the connections shown in the following diagram. Here we go for the programming Arduino. Arduino program for OV7670 Arduino camera involves more complex coding due to the inclusion of image processing. We will be looking within the certain basis. The full code to train Arduino for processing can be found out on the web. The programming starts with including required library necessary for the OV7670. Since OV7670 runs on 12C interface, it includes util TUI.h library. The libraries used in this project are built-in libraries of Arduino IDE. The setup comprises all the initial setups required for only image capturing. The first function is Arduino Uno input, which is used to initialize the Arduino Uno. The use of AI ML in camera and its applications. If OV7670 camera is replaced by AI monitored camera with suitable image recognition algorithm, then we can train the AI camera using machine learning algorithms to respond to various traffic signals like U-turn, speed limit, and the various other traffic signals. Then the AI powered camera will be linked to the Arduino in the similar manner as OV7670. We will train the camera to calculate the distance between the adjacent vehicles and calculate the time of the approach. The data will be passed from the camera to Arduino and hence we can receive the desired outputs. The distance and the time of approach data calculated by the camera will be used to create a mechanism to avoid the accidents. The image recognition system of the camera could easily recognize the pedestrians over the zebra crossing and using external algorithms. We will calculate the time that will be required by pedestrians for crossing during the duration in uh, engines will be turned off automatically so as to prevent energy loss. Here we see the calculation of the distance between nearing vehicles and the pedestrians. The distance can between two vehicles can easily calculated by the measuring the distance between 2 points in the image captured by the AI based camera. For this, graduations for reading of the camera is done manually so as to find the ratio of the pixels to meter. Hence, the distance between two vehicles in real equals to distance between two vehicles in the image frame in pixels into meter upon pixel ratio. The meter by pixel ratio can be found out during experimental setup by calculating the distance between 2 points in the frame. The distance to be traveled by pedestrians to cross the road is to be calculated in the similar manner.
In order to complete my assignment, the big problem was that how to calculate time of approach or time taken by the pedestrian to cross road. To overcome this problem, we will use AI camera. based on relative changes in position of two objects in pictures captured by AI camera with every moment. Let me let me explain the working of AI camera. Firstly, AI camera captures the image by which our system would know the initial distance between the two vehicles. And after that, camera will capture images in small time interval by which we can calculate the relative changes in position of two objects by which these info the system will calculate the instantaneous velocities at any time at any instant and instantaneous acceleration. After knowing these data, we can use Newton's second law of motion and find the time of approach. Find the time of approach. After finding the time of approach and distance data, after finding the time of approach, these data will be passed to Arduino Uno controlling the DC motor, and hence the speed of DC motor will be regulated to increase the distance between two objects and the time of approach. The mechanism, once completed with accurate and efficient algorithm, will increase the safety to self-driving cars, thus making them more secure. In order to save our environment and fossil fuel, we created a fuel controller by which we can control the fuel. Let me explain the working of the our fuel controller. In fuel controller, basically we used a servo motor and a Arduino Uno as a microprocessor. The output from the DC motor will act as an input for a servo motor. Means when the DC motor of our vehicles is running, then the servo motor the servo motor will be at 0 degree. Means the fuel our 0 degree mode is a mode that will provide the fuel that is providing the fuel to the DC motor by which the DC motor is running. And when the DC and when the DC motor comes to rest, servo motor will be rotate by the 90 degree, thus blocking fuel supply and hence preventing energy. Means 0 degree is our running mode and 90 degree is our not running mode. Thank you.
So moving on, we have the MU vision sensor. So basically we have to sense colors around in the surrounding. So MU vision sensor is meant for that only. So it is a image recognition sensor with built-in deep learning engine. So which would make our robots more intelligent and independent. So with this sensor, we can build a smart robot that can trigger suitable behaviors to deal with random events in the environment. So we can use this sensor to identify and locate various objects such as colors, humans, and many other things. Because it has, as we already know, that it has built-in deep learning engine, so it can very clearly identify distinct objects. So this is the overview of the sensor and all its components. So let us see how we can use this sensor in our project. So we will use the most efficient and accurate image recognition algorithms of MV vision sensor for detection of following objects. So we will detect traffic lights. We can detect traffic lights, we can detect traffic symbols, we can detect pedestrians, and we can also detect nearby vehicles. And the data collected from the sensor will be processed with other additional AI-based algorithms to calculate quantities like relative speed, acceleration, distance, and many other things. And we can use those inputs to accordingly program our project. So the traffic light colors and traffic symbols will be processed with vision MU sensor, and the output from the MU vision sensor will act as the input for the Arduino for controlling the DC motors. So this was it for the MU vision sensor. Thank you.